Now joined by Drexel head coach Amy Mallon and head Setman. Coach Mallon, some comments on that big win.
I mean, what can you say? To win the way we did today against obviously a talented, strong mom team, we knew it was going to be a battle, and we knew the kind of games we've had with them from last year to this year. So I'm just so proud of this group, the toughness they showed, the resilience. When they had an opportunity to, when they went on their run, I just felt like that's what we're proving we can do right now, and really led by the one right next to me. We call her Big Sat right now, but just really proud. I mean, a low-scoring game, a defensive battle, but we executed what we needed to. And as a whole, I just think I'd say this team is so tough right now, and that's where we need to be in March.
Coach, in both your matchups this year against Monmouth, struggled to knock down shots. You came out the gate, you hit the three-pointer to get things going. You just roll out of the gate offensively, particularly from behind the three-point line. So just your thoughts on the hot start offensively and how important that was in this matchup.
That's huge. We talked in the locker room right before we came out that we had to be the ones to kind of throw, you say throw the first punch, but it had to be, we always say our best offense is really our defense. So we were already counting on that to be the case. But I think one of the things we were looking for all 5 people ready to score. And if they're going to pressure us, we know, especially if their big's going to sit in the paint, we were telling Heather, you got to be ready. So she stepped up. She took it just like she's been taking it all her life. And I think that's a big piece of why it opened up other things for us. So I think it definitely was the start we wanted.
Amaris was carrying the load offensively in the first half, but it seemed like they took her away in the second half. You got the balance, right? Obviously, 4 players in double figures. Brooke stepped up. Chloe stepped up. Grace stepped up. So just your thoughts on the balance offensively in the second half.
I mean, that's what you want as a coach. When you see 4 or 5 players, stepping up, scoring, taking the shots they needed to. Grace O'Neill with the big shot, at the end for us. Just everyone willing to do that. That just makes you so effective as a team, because then it's really hard to guard. So, and I think those are the type teams that are, we always say, dangerous to play in March, and that's kind of been our theme right now with our group. When we're doing that, I think we're a very dangerous team to play, and we're not a team that many want to see because of our, we're going to continue to show what we do on defensive end, but then on the offensive end, now that we're seeing this just gives us another step in the right direction.
Well, and I asked this to Hedda earlier, but Coach, first time knocking off Monmouth since they've been in the CAA. Someone's got to ask, what are your thoughts on finally getting that monkey off your back?
Well, I know. I mean, trust me, I know that going into the game. It's not something you don't think about. So, for us, I think it was just one of those things where I always said, there's always something that's going to push you past that little step. Or, and today it was embracing that fact and embracing that we knew it was going to be a battle. And I think for us and for our team, and I think it's great that Kashana Washington's in the stands today, because she's a perfect example of someone coming back and really wanting to see something that didn't happen, last year for her teammates. So again, just excited for this group.
In the first half, going into the locker room, you guys were up 9. They clawed all the way back, tied it up late. Just what was the vibe right then, like late in the fourth quarter when they tied it up, and how did you guys rebound? What were you saying to each other late to be able to make those plays down the stretch to come away with a win?
Yeah, we knew this was a very skilled team, and they were going to go on a lead. We were expecting that. The big thing was to stay composed and just to continue to be tougher than the other team, working to get those rebounds, those really important shots when we needed them, and this team did exactly that. We went in, like Coach Ames said, to really focus on being the tougher team in this matchup, and I think that we were, and we got the result that we wanted.
You're playing your best basketball, not just of the season, I would say, of your career. You did this in the tournament. You're no stranger to doing this. But for you this season, right, like the ups and downs, what does this mean to you in the CAA tournament to play the best basketball that you're playing this year?
It means so much. I think, personally, I have been playing my best basketball, but I think the most important thing is that my team has been playing the best basketball, and that's something that I couldn't be more proud of, to be a part of this team. And it's my last one, so I'm leaving it all out on the floor, and my coaches are letting me do that, so I'm very grateful.
Coach, last one from me. Yeah. Just your thoughts. 7th seed coming into the tournament, picked to finish 7th in the league in a quote-unquote rebuilding year, heading to the semifinals of the tournament for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. How big is this for your program?
It's huge. I think it's, we talk about sustained success and what it takes to do that. And I feel like, if anything, this year has just reminded me of the things we do and we stick to and we're going to continue to do. And we kind of called it lucky number 7 now, before we were obviously picked 7, finished 7th, but now we call it lucky 7. And I think that's just going to be the mentality for us as a program. This is huge, just proving that what we do continues to be able to show and be successful. And if, we stay disciplined in those things. And I'm just, like I said, I think Head is a great example of that, especially this tournament.
Got a question on Zoom. Josh, go ahead. Just got to get off mute, Josh. has a question. All right, maybe not. All right, I thought he had a question. Congratulations. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yep. Thanks.